card number 1. It's this card here. And as I said, this is the flower tarot that I'm working with this week. And on this card, it's actually called Expression. And this card, I love her. It's very much about having the faith and confidence within yourself to express what you feel needs to be expressed, especially in a work situation or a family situation, because what often happens is we tend to bottle things up because we do not want to hurt another person's feelings. And sometimes that is a very admirable thing to be doing, but by the same token, if you aren't expressing how you feel, then sometimes we can build up a wee bit of resentment. Sometimes we can build up a bit of resentment, and that isn't beneficial for yourself or the situation. So the expression card is about expressing yourself in whatever situation you find. The other thing about the expression card that I love, she brings in, if you want to or have been thinking that you would like to lose weight, then she's quite a, how can I say, a good card that you're in the best headspace to be doing that. So if you've been thinking about losing a wee bit of weight for the summer, then this is the card that you want to work with. And she is also about expressing yourself through psychic links or spiritual messages or inspiration that you are receiving. Sometimes that can be where you are receiving inspirational poetry, or it could be just you're tuning in with your intuition. So this is card number 1. So I'm hoping you're liking it. Catherine, go for it. I wish I was in the mood to lose weight. That's what I'm needing to be doing. So this is card number 1. Hi Vicky, Kelly, Catherine, Tessa. So this is card number 1. Card number 2, if you've been drawn to card number 2, now she is called Action. And on this card, you can see she is waiting, hiding, or maybe not hiding, but just being quietly in the background before it is the time for her to take action. Because sometimes, often in life, what happens is we know where we want to be, but we move too quickly. We do not have the patience to wait to the right time before we make the move. So that's what the action is. So if you have a decision to make sure it's the right time to make that decision, that you're not making a hasty decision. Other thing I'm picking up with this card, that somebody has obviously chosen this card, that it's the right time to take action regards health issues and problems, and it has to be aware. And I think sometimes when there's something that we're feeling is out of sync in our body, then we just hope that it's going to go away. But this card is no, take action. Go and see what the problem is. Very often this card links in with where there are problems in the stomach or the bowel area. And again, it's take action. Look at your diet, see what you're eating, and make sure that you are putting in your body what is correct for yourself. Hi Vicky and Elspeth. Claire, oh, you picked card number 1. Suzanne and Claire. So this is card number 2. Card number 3. It's funny, this card's came up before when we've used the flower tarot, but when I shuffled it, it still came up again today. So it's the Mother card, and it's called the Desire card. Now this card is about the desire to be closer to family, And we're talking about mothers, we're talking about children. It also brings in the desire for a lot of people where they would wish to have a child. So it brings that in as well. And the desire card, I would say, if you've chosen card number 3, then look, what is it you desire in life at the moment? Because it could be that at this moment you have desires and things that you want to do, but you're choosing to put family first. So it could be that you need to weigh that up and look at your own sense of joy and passion. And I'm certainly not saying neglect family, but I think especially when our children are smaller, I think we should be there 24/7 for them rather than still being engaged in our lives. So I'm picking that up on card number 3. Card number 3 also links where, because it's the mother link, where there may be a mum or a grandmother in the spirit world, and the desire is that we are aware of their presence around us so that we know that they are okay in the spirit world and that they are communicating with us and encouraging us forward in life, and also sending love to your children. And it could be that this lady, there's been children born that she's not had the pleasure of holding. So it's the mother grandmother link is on card number 3. And I do love it because this card is called the rose, and the symbolism of the rose is very much about unconditional love. And I think, Susie, hi, if this is your first time, welcome to our wee group. We join every Wednesday, hopefully, and we're just a wee group of people on our spiritual journey trying to help each other along. So this is card number 3, and I'm looking to see what else I want to speak about her. Now, there's a snake on here. The snake is a healing symbol, so it is also about looking at healing relationships within the family that you feel it would be beneficial to heal. So this is card number 3. And I'm going to move forward for card number 3 to card number 4, and this is card number 4, and it's called the relationship card. And this card is very much about looking at your relationship or relationships. And this card recognises, because the person in the front recognises or represents yourself, and she likes to communicate emotionally. And behind her you can see I've got the deer. Often that can link with a husband, a partner, a boyfriend. This person, they shy away from speaking about emotions, and they may not be the best at emotional communication. And it's very much about recognising that not everybody likes to wear their heart on their sleeve or likes to talk from the heart, because it can be that they have had hurt. Oh, my teeth! They have had hurt in the past, therefore they are frightened to bare their soul in case they are hurt again. So you as the female, it's about encouraging this person to feel love and trust within yourself, that emotional communication can take place so that the relationship can be strong and the relationship can be moving forward with two people that want the same thing. So this is what card number 4 is. And as I said, it generally links in with partners, husband, girlfriends, it's relationships, but it can also be your relationship with another adult. So this is the relationship card that's there. And I have to say, I do love that card, but it's very much, you can see the throat chakra is about speaking out, and the heart links there. So that's what you can see in this card here. But I think in relationships, sometimes it is very difficult to communicate on truly emotional, but by the same token, I think it's hard to know where you're in a relationship unless there is that communication. So that is card number 4. Card number 5 is this card here. And you can see this card is called Acceptance. And on here you can see I've got a figure that's in the spirit world. And it brings in where the person in the spirit world would like for you to accept that they are no longer in this world, they are in the spirit world. And I understand it's very difficult to accept that, but that would make them happy that you have acceptance, that they have moved forward. And I think that's one of the hardest things that we face in life, is where somebody that we love and adore has left our life and gone to the spirit world. And although they are always there and we can sense them, I think I'm going to say it's never enough for us. So this card is about trying hard to accept where someone's gone to the spirit world. And I think it's easier to accept if we take the time every day to send in our love to that person, because you'll find that then you are aware that they too are sending their love back to yourself, and you'll find you'll start to be aware through signs that they are trying to show you. And a lot of the signs are well-known signs, like, and I'm just going to name a few, like white feathers, like a sense of a perfume or a smell when the person's around you. Funny, I spoke about robins today with someone. So sometimes it can be that there's a bird, or the owl was something else that came up today, that the person can understand or link to the person in the spirit world. And I also think, let me think, other signs, very much music coming on that has special significance. And also, let me think, it can be lights being moved, it can be jewellery coming forward, it can be rainbows in the sky, it can be a sense of somebody touching your hair. But again, I think we need to send your love to your people in the spirit world and talk to them in our heads for us to recognise their love coming back at us. So I hope you like this card. It's card number 5, and it's called the Acceptance card. And again, the Acceptance card can be where somebody has gone out your life. It could be that they haven't died, but they have moved out your life for whatever reason, and you're finding that you still love them. You finding it hard to accept that they are no longer there. And at the end of the day, sometimes it's better that we accept these things. So the Acceptance card is about working through your emotions and your feelings so that you can accept the situation that is in front of you, so that you can try to find some sort of peace within your life. So that is card number 5. And card number 6 is this card here, and it's a card of patience. And I don't know how many of you out there are patient. I know it's something that I struggle with a lot of the times, typical Capricorn. But if you've been drawn to that card, it reflects that you need or are having to be patient in situations that are around you at the moment. And it's very much about, it's the hand, it's just waiting and being patient, and then things will change and things can come towards you. And on this card there is also an owl. The owl represents wisdom, so it's about waiting till the right time before you change course. I'm going to say career-wise, and very often the learning brings in where there's a course, and it doesn't have to be a hugely university course, it could be a small course that you want to be doing. But this card is very much about having the patience to look at your abilities to learn and to understand. I think to have the confidence that you can learn. And a lot of times we think, oh, I'm too old to be starting something new, or I'm too old to be learning something. But I think that is never the case. I don't think we're ever too old to be learning new tricks. So that's what this card links with as well. So these are a nice pack of cards. So I hope you've enjoyed them. If you have, you can send a wee like button to me. And next week, we've done cards quite a few weeks, and I love the fact that you love cards, but I think I want to change it up a wee bit. So next week I'm going to be working with symbols, and I think the next again week we may work with crystals, because when we started Facebook Live we done like numerology, life's path, things like that. We've done a lot with crystals, a lot with the magic of ancient symbols, and I know you love the cards, and so do I, but I still think it's nice to use new things. So as from next week we will be using different things. I may not be able to do live next week, but I will put up a post, and if I'm unable to get on live, then what I'll do is I'll record something that I can put up at 9 o'clock for you, because I'm hoping to be away next week, because I've been asked to go and raise money for a charity. So that's what I'm going to be doing next week. But as usual, thank you Susan and Anne and Julie, Carol, everybody else that's came on here this evening. I know it's been a wee bit quick tonight, but next week or the next again, hopefully I'll have more time. But till next week, I'm going to say be the best that you can be. And then I'm going to say put yourself first, because if you don't put yourself first, nobody else is going to. And the other thing I'm going to say, love yourself and give your love to those that are around you. So till next week, take care and be the best. Good night.